Hello, welcome to this mid-morning taste challenge. Took me four attempts to get it going. Still problems with this platform about months straight now, 4 months. I have two 40% alcohol light rums, clear. This one's mostly clear. This is Cruzan Aged Rum. Now it's called Aged Light Rum. I guess they wanted to differentiate it from the Aged Gold Rum. Origin of St. Croix. It's signed by I think it's Glenn Nelthrop. He's the master distiller, 1760. The Nelthrop family been distilling for a long time there. Now, this company does go back to 1760. It hasn't always had the same owners. But here it is, Cruzan International, nice embossed glass bottle. I only paid $9.99 at Winn-Dixie for this. Been enjoying it. Don't have a whole lot left. Maybe I'll get 3 more taste challenges out of it. But Cruzan is a rum to buy. Definitely one to get. Now, here's one that you could buy it. I don't know about one to buy, that you need to make an effort to buy it. If you plan to try a lot of different clear rums, and you never could get Gran Legacy, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be missing a whole lot. You know what I mean? It's not one of the main brands that you really need to check out. Cruzan definitely is. But here it is. It does exist. And I thought it was gone, but CVS Pharmacy had it starting in 2006. It was produced by Legacy Distilling Company, more commonly known as the Sazerac Company, for private label sales at CVS Pharmacy, which is where I bought it. I paid $10.99 for this big jug bottle. They also sold it in regular size bottles. Plastic. Then they started disappearing out of CVS Pharmacy, and I couldn't understand it. Well, as it turns out, CVS abandoned the brand. Probably wasn't a big seller. I started seeing Gran Legacy products showing up in independent liquor stores, which I thought was weird because I knew the trademark was owned by CVS. And then I found out that now Casey's, as of last year, Casey's convenience store chain of the central United States, mainly around Missouri, Arkansas, even in the Mississippi, Texas, not Louisiana yet, but they claim they're coming here. They picked up the trademark. They acquired it, so now they're selling it. Okay, silver rum with natural flavors, bottled in Kentucky. And it is Caribbean style rum. Caribbean style rum. It's not from the Caribbean. It's from America. Where in the United States? Probably Kentucky, but this I do not know because they don't say. It just says bottled in Kentucky. They probably leave it open. They probably leave it open that way so that if it changes state to state, they don't have to pinpoint it. Let's see. I got to update my notes. Caribbean style rum. Caribbean style rum. But Cruzan really is a Caribbean rum. It's made in St. Croix, on the island of St. Croix in the United States Virgin Islands, which I've never been to, but I'd like to go. I went to Puerto Rico earlier this year, another U.S. territory. Very interesting place. And a fun trip, except for getting stuck at the airport for an extra day. No, I did not like having to stay there an extra night and sleep on the floor. That was not cool. Okay, but not really anybody's problem but mine. Let's see. Herbie in India says good morning. Good morning to you. Or it's probably nighttime for you. I'll do a screen share, show you the website. See, it's aged, so it's a little yellowish from the oak barrels. A blend of rums aged 1 to 4 years in ex-bourbon barrels and served for a full-bodied taste. Light in color, this classic showcases the smooth flavor Cruzan is known for. Now, most of your clear rums are not aged at all. And if they are, it's minimal, not 1 to 4 years. Now, the youngest rum is 1 year old and is 4. And there could be some 3-year and 2-year age. Not unusual. Light notes of oak from aging, makes sense. Slightly sweet with hints of Chardonnay. Really? Taste smooth and dry with vanilla overtones and a pleasant finish. This island spirit shines through in each smooth sip with no burn or bite. Cruzan, registered trademark. Aged light rum can be enjoyed neat or as the perfect base for most traditional rum cocktails. Okay, and then they have a whole feature on here about cocktails, which some people are really into that. They talk about 17 when the Estate Diamond distillery is established, but as a sugar mill, eventually becoming a distillery. So it doesn't really technically go back to 1760, only in the sense that they have the property. Calling it Cruzan rum, created by locals seeking to make a rum unique island of St. Croix. The first batch labeled as Cruzan rum is distilled and blended. So, okay, 1934. Kind of like Jim Beam. The bottle says since 1795, but really 1938. But why let them 150 years get in the way? Refining and redefining high-grade rum. Over the next decade, pot still distillation is replaced by continuous column still production, leading to a rum with a smooth character. Cedric Nelthrop joins Cruzan rum. With deep roots on St. Croix, the Nelthrop family became synonymous with Cruzan rum. Donald Hardy takes charge. Cedric's younger brother, Don Nelthrop, takes over as president of Cruzan rum. Gary Nelthrop takes over in 2007, almost 20 years ago. He's the master distiller. Continuing a tradition now stretching back decades. And then they have the island like a charity. Okay, so I own the Cruzan Aged Light. I have also I have the let's see if I can find it. Definitely not the hurricane proof. No, thank you. I have the Aged Dark Rum, beautiful product. And I have the, I'll show it to you. Strap. Which I found for a very unusually low price, which in my opinion was an incorrect price. But I wasn't going to go and beg Total Wine and More to go check the price. It rang up $8.99, so I bought it. This is their premier rum, $8.99 now. Hey, but you know, I went to Total Wine and More twice now. Tried to buy a beer from Nepal, and it will not ring up. And they will not. They just say it's not in the system. And I said, well, why is it on the shelf? Blank stare, no answer, and no effort to do. You know, a lot of liquor stores, they'll just say, they go look at other imported beers. Okay, $1.99, they'll ring it up. They just stick at it. You know, it's been sitting on the shelf for a year. I wouldn't buy it now. Drives me nuts. Burley Sullivan says, you. Hey, Burley, cheers back to you. Make sure I got my labels correct. I do. Cruzan, pretty much available at every liquor store in America, I would think. One of the top, 3 or 4 best-selling rum. And Gran Legacy, available at Casey's, like I told you. Now, appearance, the Cruzan maybe is a little yellowish looking, but you see, that's in my mind now, you understand, because I know it's aged, so it's It does look yellowish in the bottle, but under this natural light, I can't really see a difference, which is good because then if I glance at it, I won't know it. All right. Grand Legacy. Have I had a problem with it? I haven't really had a problem with it, except I can't tell it apart half the time. But that was against Sazerac products. In Sazerac, they do tend to have the house style, meaning they all taste kind of the same. Even the bourbons, but I'm not going to mention that because people will get angry. Paying all those high prices for their exquisite bourbons, even though they make $9.99 versions. Okay, I've even seen them for $8.99, but not too much recently. All right. Get my shirt on straight. It's kind of crooked. Smells like neutrality. Smells like my foreign policy approach. Neutrality. All right. Over here. Definitely does not smell like my foreign policy approach. Does not smell like neutrality. It smells like a rich oak aged molasses distillate. You can get the aging on this. Oh, you can pick up the aging on this. Price point, $10.99 for this huge bottle of Grand Legacy. Cruzan, definitely more expensive, but you know what? I haven't checked the prices in many years. So let's see what Total Wine and More is selling Cruzan for today. Could check Walmart also. But Walmart tends to be a dollar or two higher. Usually, sometimes they're a dollar or two cheaper, but typically not. All right, Cruzan. Cruzan for a Bruzan. Oh, and I see that the big bottles come in a beautiful PET, polyethylene tetra, or however you say that, plastic bottle. Polyethyl tetraglycine, whatever that PET stands for. Aged light rum. Coming in at $17.99. Now that's a good price. Don't you agree? $17.99 for this huge bottle. $9.90. Oh, still got the gold rum. The gold. I don't see the silver. $9.99. And the black strap is $20.99. Still not expensive. Considers their specialty rum, but it wasn't. But I don't know why they had it for $8.99, but I wasn't going to ask too many questions. No, sir. Well, we'll taste it for what it's worth, which is not much, because there's no way I'm mixing these two up. Or I should say, there's no way I'm mixing up these two. Mixing up, not mixing these two up. This one tastes very standard. Standard silver, white, clear rum, whatever you want to call it. Is it a bad flavor? No. Is it an especially good flavor? No, because it doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. Can't say it's totally neutral because it isn't. But it's not, bursting with exquisite and unbelievably great flavors. It's just like a nice, mildly sweet, molasses-based rum. It's fine. But it does say they add natural flavors to it. What are these flavors? I don't know. Maybe vanilla, sugar cream. I don't know. It doesn't taste like it's flavored. You say that's the best way to do it. When you can do it and they don't taste it, that's a sign that you've done it right. I would agree with that. I have some flavored liquors that taste so garish. It screams vanilla. It's like, well, am I drinking vanilla or am I drinking brandy? You start to wonder, is this a cream soda or a brandy? It's outrageous. And they did such a sloppy job in some of those cases. But here they did a very demure job. You know, they added flavoring just a little bit to tweak it, probably made it taste better. I'm sure they didn't add flavoring to make it taste worse. Would I recommend it? I'd recommend it within reason. Give it a B, 8.3 out of 10. I bought it. I saw it. I didn't think much about it. I didn't contemplate it. I just thought it was $10.99 with the card, you know, the loyalty card. It was more if you didn't have the card, but the card is free. Common sense. I'm gonna get the card, or the app, as they say today. Actually, at the time I bought it, you still could get the little keychain card. You know, it's like you scan it on a laser scanner. Yeah, and I'm sure you can still use that. When Dixie does the app now on your phone, your smartphone, which controls your life, controls your whole life, and it's a game. But back in the 1990s, or no, it wasn't that long ago, couldn't have been. They didn't have those kind of programs back then, I don't think. 2000 something. They gave me a card, like a credit card, it's Winn-Dixie loyalty card. Southeast Grocers loyalty card. You use it at Harvey's also. And I still use it. I like to know what kind of points I'm earning. Do I earn points on that card? I get discounts, but I don't know what the points. Maybe in another 20 years, I can get enough points to get a free box of crackers or something. Oh, this has such a rich flavor relative to the other. Can I make crack cocktails? I actually do make cocktails once a week in my mix-up videos, Herbie. If you've watched my mix-up videos, I make very simple cocktails. Okay, most recently using Jones cane sugar soda, cream soda. You taste the oak, the vanilla, the cane sugar, the molasses, you know, no, I mean. It's sweet. Yeah, it's made from sugar. What do you expect? But it's not super sweet. Oh, fruits or juice? Well, I've got some juice coming up. Stay tuned. Because I have some cocktails coming up with Martinelli cider, and apple juice, and Welch's and some other stuff. But I made sure it was real sugar and not high fructose corn syrup. I went through like 20 different bottles and cans, and the ones that said high fructose corn syrup, I stuck them back on the shelf. And the ones that said sugar, I grabbed and I bought them. Were they a good price? Not really. No. But on the other hand, I was only going to try them once anyway, so it was worth paying the $1.25 upcharge. You know, they were $1.25. I bought them at $1.25 tree. But it didn't matter. Like I say, I bought them once. I didn't have any intention to drink them repeatedly. In which case I had to search for a deal. Like when I was buying the Pepsi Cola made with real sugar, the limited edition Pepsi Cola made with real sugar. I did search around because different people sold it, and I said, I'm going to wait till somebody has it on discount, which someone did. And I saved like $4 for that 12 pack. But I would not, but don't ever drink that. I've told people in the past, don't ever drink Pepsi made with real sugar, because you'll never drink regular Pepsi again. You'll never drink it again. You'll never drink Dr. Pepper again if you drink Dr. Pepper made of real cane sugar. It'll spoil you. It'll ruin you. So don't touch it. Don't touch it. This one is so rich. It's so full of wood, you know, oak, charcoal, barrel, yeast, not just sugar. It's all kind of, I can't even describe it. It's like it has botanicals in it, but you know it doesn't. But the level, it's like here, and this other one is here. Grand Legacy's fine, no problem with it. But the Cruzan just blows it up. I mean, totally blows it apart. There's no sort of contest. So here is the Grand Legacy, as I expected, obviously. So does Grand Legacy compete with Cruzan Aged Light Rum? No, it does not. Not in any way. Not in price, because really the Cruzan is not that much more expensive. But the flavor, body enjoyment, aroma, character, overall, everything is significantly higher. Yeah, so and no knock against Grand Legacy, but now it's going up against some real professional products and it's getting whacked. And how's it going to do against Captain Morgan white rum? I'm thinking it's going to get decimated, exasperated, consolidated, and otherwise exemplified and emaciated, not and also castigated. Because Captain Morgan is a very well-known brand. It's not craft rum. It's not gourmet rum, although they might make some special editions. They do make some, actually, they do make some limited, single barrel editions, but I never had those. But to my regular old Captain Morgan white rum, still made to a high quality level. Grand Legacy got no chance. Will never compete against Captain Morgan. And you can find that out this weekend if you want to see a beatdown. If you want to see punks jumping up to get beat down. Gavin Lawson says, nothing like rum in the morning. I know, unless it's tequila in the morning. But that's coming up. Like a flower. Would I recommend Cruzan? I would definitely, without any reservation, recommend Cruzan. It's not like, well, yeah, it's good to try if blank, 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 or if dot, 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 or if you consider, or this and that and the other thing. No, 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 no. Be very, very careful. I said Grand Legacy was worth trying if you didn't mind, looking at its sort of homely appearance, its private label status, its overall virtual non-existence in the liquor world, let's be honest. But Cruzan is sold at every liquor store in America and Canada and Mexico and Guatemala and the Turks and Caicos Islands and the Maldives. I don't know if it's in the Maldives. Okay. Was it in Gibraltar when I went there in 2023? Most probably was, because Gibraltar had the most incredible liquor stores in the world. I'm telling you right now, they had so many liquor stores in Gibraltar. The liquor stores in Gibraltar was such a good liquor store that tomorrow you're going to be working in Alaska, dress warm. Like it was just every corner had a liquor store and the prices were so low, so incredibly low. And there were people from all over Europe coming there to buy liquor. Now, supposedly there might be a little funny stuff going on. Like the liquor's so cheap that people maybe are not checking in when they dock their boat, or it is a port, and there's a lot of traffic in and out, and they do have people landing products on the beach, and they caught them. And it was like a big scandal when I was there. Like some people had unloaded a big stash of non-liquid refreshment, let's call it that, that people smoke, and they were saying, "Oh, well, we caught them," but the whole controversy was, yeah, but how did they land there? Where was the patrols doing? Oh, well, we're looking into that. So, it looks like there's a lot of people do a lot of fishing around Gibraltar. Fishing, a lot of fishing boats. I saw people fishing. They were from merry old England. But I don't know if people are sneaking in, buying liquor and sneaking out. I don't know. They they say it was strict. I don't know. I'm not into security. I don't run security, but to cross the line on foot on the land crossing was strict. They were on your case like white on rice. You know, they're like shucking you like an oyster, stewing you like an oyster, shucking you like corn, plucking you like a chicken, But just to get across that border was terrible. But now I didn't have a mobile seaborne device, you know, you know what I mean, to get around those things. But yeah, but apparently there's a lot of funny stuff going on around there, which I was not involved in, directly or indirectly. Okay, well, yeah, or even indirectly. Although I did buy a liter bottle of San Miguel beer at about 6:15 a.m., and I won't go any further than that. Um, 5.4%, good product too, good lager. If you're looking for a mass-produced lager, San Miguel from España, Spain, good stuff. No rice or corn, apparently, all malt, malted barley, hops, and yeast and water. A German Reinheitsgebot type beer, from what I was able to determine. Anyway, no, I don't really recall seeing Cruzan at the Gibraltar liquor stores, which, like I said, were amazing. But I wasn't actively searching for it either. I was just amazed by all these like strange products that I had never seen. Like I couldn't get over it. Like they had Scotch. I'd never seen these brands. I was like, "What is this brand of Scotch? I never seen this." And it's like $4.99 a bottle. I said, $4.99 a bottle? No, I did not buy any liquor on that trip because I thought that's trouble. That is trouble in a basket. I went to Africa. I got to keep my wits about me. I mean, right next to Morocco, and they were like cops everywhere. And this was right after October 7th, and there was a lot of tension going on, and they were like eyeing everybody, staring them down, like just waiting for somebody to make a mistake. And I'm like, I'm a tourist. All I'm doing is taking photos of the mountains. And I just kept to myself, and they left me alone, and I was just happy to be left alone. So all that other stuff going on, I don't know about it. But I figured you introduce liquor into this equation and you are asking for it. And I thought I had enough beer. I was buying beer left and right, front, back, up and down, and diagonal and side to side. So and the beer prices were so good. I mean, they were so nice. I couldn't get over that because I didn't know anything about the European Union liquor prices. What do I know about that? But I was in Spain, part of the European Union, and in Spanish Africa, which is technically part of the European Union, even though it's not in Europe, it's in Africa. And Ceuta. And I didn't make it to Benzu, though. My feet got so tired. I was going to walk to Benzu, that other little town, but I couldn't make it. I could have made it, but I was like, I was walking along that beach highway, and I was like, ugh. And it's not much there anyway. It's just the whole point of saying I went there, But when I saw those beer prices, I was amazed. I was really amazed because you could get a whole liter of Skull beer. Skull, it's like a famous European Brazilian beer, Skull, for 99 cents. I say 99 cents or 99 euro cents, whatever they call that. It only converts that at that time. It only converted to like $1.07. Now it'd be $1.14, $1.13. Big deal, you know. But 99 cents for this whole liter of Skull, I said I have to buy it. And then they had the extra strong. But I couldn't buy everything, you know. But because you'd be amazed by how many beer brands they had. So you had to be selective. Like, well, I have to pick out certain ones because I didn't go there just to drink beer. Although that was a big part of the trip. But I, you know, in Spain, Spanish Africa, and in Gibraltar, the British territory, and in England itself, I did buy beer, of course. But there had to be some kind of limit, and there was a limit. NC Theo, North Carolina Theo says, Jay, have you tried Bacardi Añejo 4 year? No, I've seen it many years. I've seen it for many years. But no, I have not bought it. But I did buy the 8 year, the Ocho Reserva and the Gran Reserva Diaz, the 10 year. So I have those two in stock now. And I have been taste challenging those, and they're fabulous. They are fabulous, especially the 8 year. But the 10 year is great too. But yeah, so yeah, if you ever want to get a great deal on liquor, go to Gibraltar now. But like I say, when you import it back into your country, you might run into some. I mean, you might run into fees and taxes that would make the whole purchasing of it at a cheap price pointless. But maybe you could go deep sea fishing around there or something. I don't know. I didn't say nothing. All right. Anyway, Grand Legacy, nice product. I like it. I would recommend it within reason. Like I said, I paid $10.99. It's fine. No knock, no trouble, no problem. Cruzan, definitely recommended. That's scoring an A. This is scoring an A, a 9.3. This is a great product. And this is not even their best. This is their low end. You know, if you want to say low end. But Cruzan is on point with their stuff. Oh, yes. And they do a lot of contract distilling for other companies, other brands. So that's not really a rare thing. That's kind of common. All right. So thanks, everybody, for watching. Sorry it wasn't that close of a contest, but what do you expect? And if you avoid Saturday's Taste Challenge, I won't get offended because there's no way Grand Legacy will compete with Captain Morgan. So if you look at that, see Captain Morgan versus Grand Legacy, and you say, I'm not watching that, that's going to be a wipeout. It is going to be a wipeout. So if you don't watch it, I won't take offense. All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye. I'm going to go see what's cooking, like literally cooking.